What up again, y'all? Hello again to you all. What's going on? Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday. If this is my first time seeing you today, happy Thursday to you. Okay. This is Friday Eve. We up in here this evening. We up in here this evening. But in honor of the BET Awards that was a flop in my opinion. Mm, I guess I'll give you guys this instead of the other video.
On my way to the BET Awards. Thank you, Fat Joe, for inviting me. We out here in the ATL enjoying ourselves. Y'all stay focused, y'all stay firm. It's the Bishop.
Boy, that suit sound like a old trash bag. What's going on, Simply Elegant One? Yes, we are here for this. What's going on, Anna? What's going on, Scorpio 15? What's up, Tracy? What's up, Q the Prophet? I ain't seen you in a while, my man. How you doing? How you doing? What's up, Yvette Bell? Hey, Missy Vaughn, how are you? Keita, how you doing? Tommy, what's going on? How you doing, Cherise? Listen, we gonna get into it, okay? We gonna need to get into it. I need to know who the third suspect is in this botched robbery. Listen, before we get started, y'all already know how we do this thing. Um, this is a business, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, please make sure that you guys hit that like button as you come on up in here. What that does is it helps put this video up in the algorithm. So that's exactly what we need. All right. And then of course, if you would like to show love to the channel, you are more than welcome to do so. It is going to be scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Hey Cheryl, what's going on? What's going on, Brittany? How are you? Listen, now y'all know earlier I had reported to y'all allegedly that Whitehead was suing Miss Pauline Anderson and her son. Okay, so if you guys cue the prophet, you wasn't in here earlier, but that don't mean that you ain't seen this, right? I don't know if you know, but it was put in yesterday. Okay, he is for sure. You know, he has filed a complaint with the courts. Okay. And it's just crazy how he's able to get away with that. But anyway, just letting y'all know that we did do a video on that earlier. We did break down everything. We even broke down the text messages that were put in as exhibit A between Whitehead and Mr. Mr. Anderson, which is Miss Pauline Anderson's son. So yes, he is definitely suing them. All right. So let's get into this. Um, hold on one second. I'm gonna share my screen really quick. Girl, your boo things stay, he stay in the news, but when he quiet, you got to figure out what's going on because he quiet for a reason. Typically, when he quiet, something getting ready to happen. Okay, I'm just saying. You know how it go. You know how it go with your boo. You know how I go with your boo. So this ain't nothing new. Okay, bear with me for just a second, y'all. I'm getting ready to share my screen with you all. I was hoping I didn't miss anything. Nah, I just started. I just started. I just started. I just started. Hey, Aunt Natty. Hey, Terry. What's up, everybody? Y'all coming on up in here? Let's see, Miss Jalissa, how are you? Yeah, yeah. But I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna get into this for sure. Just kind of going over a few of those things from earlier when we were going through the lawsuit, or I'm not gonna necessarily call it a lawsuit, but I'm a call it what they call it, which is a complaint. Okay. And in this, we saw text messages. Y'all, when I say that the man was talking to Mr. And those of you that were in here earlier, you can attest to this, right? Y'all saw the text messages y'all self. And he was basically telling these folk that he was tired every day. He was avoiding them by saying that he was tired. A couple times he said some other crazy things like, "You don't tell me what to do. I run this. Uh, you need to tell your mom that everything is gonna be okay. Don't come at me trying to control me." I mean, he was just going smack dab off. Basically, what was going on, it didn't warrant it. Per the text messages, right? Hey, Brownstone, how are you? Simone, how are you? How are you? But here's my thing. My issue is, how is he able to continue to keep getting away with that? Because just I just feel for Miss Pauline. I just feel for Miss Pauline. I really do, because he is taking them through it. Okay. Facts. He is taking them through it. Okay. Shout out to Miss Terry for the cash out. Before we even get started, shout out to you for the cash app. Hey. Boom, 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 boom.
On my way to the BET Awards. Thank you, Fat Joe, for inviting me. We out here in the ATL enjoying ourselves. Y'all stay focused. Y'all stay firm. It's the Bishop.
That is the loudest suit I have ever heard in my life. The loudest suit that I have heard in my life. Hey Mia, how are you? How are you? Hey Cupcake, how you doing, love? How are you doing, love? Shout out to Cupcake being in the house. Okay. Looking like rotten mac and cheese. Not rotten mac and cheese, honey. Um, wait, what you all is well, just graduate. Congratulations, man. Congratulations on your graduation. That's what we like to hear. Okay. We like to hear it. So congratulations to Q the Prophet for graduating. All right. He had on a very loud and annoying suit. And I want to correct him. It was not the BET Awards. It was the actual hip hop awards that is put on by BET. Okay. So it was not the BET Awards. So he was not in LA walking down the red carpet, because I wondered, where was he at this year since Fat Joe performed? I would think clearly you would be there, since hip hop, since we have a lot of hip hop people that are from Brooklyn, from the Bronx, just from all over the place. You know, mm, I'm just wondering why you didn't get an invite. Actually, I like the suit, but not on him. Well, Miss Yvonne, I don't think I like that suit, because I don't know if you heard all that noise that the suit was making. Check it out one more time. You might change it
On my
up.
way to the BET Awards. Thank you, Fat Joe, for inviting me. We out here in the ATL enjoying ourselves. Y'all stay focused. Y'all stay firm. It's the Bishop.
I don't know. I don't know, Miss Yvonne. That suit is loud. Okay. That suit is loud. Very loud and obnoxious. Okay. So there's 84 people in the house thus far. Please make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. We are here to discuss the bishop again. Okay. We're going to take y'all back just a little bit. Y'all remember when Whitehead was in service, allegedly minding his business, you know? And as he was minding his business, there were three men that came in and they had robbed him. Okay. Do you all remember that? Well, hopefully you do. And if you don't remember, I'm going to remind you here really quick. Just give me a second and I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to remind you what happened. Okay. Um so let's take a look at what happened. Let me remove this thumbnail here really quick, and we're gonna get into it. Oh wait, wrong one, shelf, wrong one. Period.
All right, right, right. All right, right. All right, all right.
More than $1 million worth of jewelry stolen, all while a renowned Brooklyn bishop presented his Sunday sermon.
They took all of my wife's jewelry and took all of my jewelry, um, and then they left. However, these young men didn't know that cameras were on.
The leaders of tomorrow.
I think they knew their camera was on because, and we already said, what kind of sense did it make for the robbers to go in and directly go for you? They didn't stop the iPad or the tablet in which was recording the service. They didn't do none of that. They came directly for you. Okay. There was a deacon sitting over in the corner minding his business. Okay. He act like this happens, or I don't know what to think about the deacon over in the corner. But the deacon that was over in the corner was not fazed by what went down at the church. Okay. Anyway, let's keep going.
International Ministries live streams its services, and last Sunday was no different. As Bishop Lamore Miller Whitehead addressed his congregation, a group of masked gunmen interrupted.
Everybody stand still. Nobody move. Nobody move.
Look at Deacon.
Whitehead
Y'all saw Deacon over there in that corner. Did y'all not see? Look at Deacon. Look at Deacon. Can I make this bigger? Cause look at Deacon. I can't make it bigger. Look at Deacon over there. He's sitting over there, and guess what? He got his Bible open, and it's sitting on his right leg, and it's just open. Okay, I don't know if he read anything out of there, but it's open. Let's go.
Whitehead detailed the incident on Instagram Live, captioning the video, "Yes, they robbed me in my church."
And when I seen the armed men come in, you know, it was specifically for me. It was specifically for me and of course my wife.
So this is my thing, Whitehead. You really just stated right here, right now, that this was specifically for you and your wife. So that means, right? That means that you're saying that you knew that they came in directly looking for you. I don't know what kind of robbers these is, but the fact that they didn't. Anyway, let's keep going, child. I can't. Hey, Caitlin, how you doing, love? How are you doing? Hey, VS Speaks Worldly. What's going on, AOP? Welcome back. Hey, Amber Shelby. What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Hey, J28T, Cherise. Okay, I think I spoke to everybody else. I think I did. Okay, let's get into it.
And when I seen them come into the sanctuary with their guns, I told everybody, get out. Everybody just get out.
Whitehead says 3 people armed and wearing all black interrupted the Sunday sermon. He says one of the suspects pointed a gun at his 8-month-old daughter's face. At the same time, all of his wife's jewelry was taken. After that, his jewelry was also stolen.
Wait a minute. So he gets up, walks toward the camera,
Whitehead said
and so finally Deacon got up. Deacon got up when he saw Whitehead going out. Now listen, for those of us that go to church and stuff like that, you know, if it's somebody that's gonna be sitting over here in this corner over here, they supposed to kind of help protect the pastor. Am I right? Okay, so if we are here to help protect the pastor, you don't get up until he get up. Child.
chased the suspects out of the church, where they hopped into a white Mercedes-Benz vehicle. At the time, about 25 congregants were present. Whitehead now says churchgoers are traumatized.
Right, everybody get out. I didn't know if they wanted to shoot the church.
the church peoples is traumatized. And just so you guys know that this did happen down at the main campus. In case if you do not know, Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries of next week has more than one campus. Okay, this is the main campus. Okay, this is the main campus. Okay, did y'all hear what I said? This is the main campus. The other two campuses are on Instagram and on Facebook. Let's go.
Up, or if they were just coming for a robbery.
The bishop, known for wearing designer outfits
That's what he
and
said,
flashy
25.
jewelry,
That's what
says
y'all
he
heard.
and his family were specifically targeted.
Sometimes, when you are a known bishop, it's a gift and a curse when you have somewhat of a celebrity status. Um,
Sir, I guess maybe you thought you were a celebrity because of the people that you knew, because he knew at the time that this happened. He knew, hey Coco, what's going on? What's going on? Is it Takesha? Did I say that right? I probably butchered that. I'm sorry. More than one campus for three force members at Houseway. Y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all that this happened down at main campus. Now I heard that too, Q the Prophet. That's not the first time I've heard that, allegedly. That's not the first time that I've heard that at all. Um, Child, that what he say, unknown bishop. That what he said.
it is a gift and a curse. You become the talk of the town.
The New York Police Department received a report on the incident and says the investigation is still ongoing. For the latest developments in this story and all things true crime, stay.
So, find that interesting, right? It's also interesting. So, I wanted to just refresh you all's memory. Okay. Just wanted to refresh it and make sure that you understand what's going down and what's going on. There's 130 people in the house. Please make sure you hit that like button. Okay. Please hit that like button. All right. So let's get into this thing. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna back up to um let's see. I already had this, but let's see. Here it is, New York Times. All right. So, well, also, before I do this, let's go and let's do this. Let's just pipe up the room just a little bit. I want to hype up the room just a little bit because I know y'all been working all day. Y'all just not getting off. You know what I'm saying? You just not trying to settle for the evening. But I think you need some inspiration.
Present you as he turns. This great leader, Chief Apostle Lamar Miller Whitehead. Come on.
If your hands are not thrown up in the air, and you didn't let that video touch you a little bit, okay? You didn't let that video touch you, okay? That is the video that everybody come over here looking for, okay? Okay, let's get into this. So I wanted to bring this up because I found this to be very important. The New York Times posted this article: two charged in mid-summer robbery of Bejeweled Brooklyn Bishop. Y'all better come on with the Bejeweled. These people said Bejeweled. Not Bejeweled. Okay. Lamar Whitehead of Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministry lost chains, rings, watches, jewelry, when the gunman invaded a service. Okay. Now, if y'all wondering where we got that main campus thing from of the Leaders of Tomorrow Next Week International Ministries, if y'all wonder where that came from, that came from the $360 million lawsuit that he has against Tasha K. Okay, Tasha K. You know, he has a $360 million lawsuit out against Miss Ma'am. And yeah, ciao. Hey, Alice, what's going on? Hey, Gigi, how are you? Hey, everybody. Hey. They did, honey. They said bejeweled. Okay, bejeweled. Took me out. All right, well, let's get into it. Is it going to tell me when this was published? Okay, so I just want to be very clear. This article was published on September the 28th of 2022. Two men were charged Wednesday in the robbery of a Brooklyn pastor in July. All right. A crime that was captured on a video live stream as masked men seized an estimate 1 million in jewelry in the middle of a church service, then escaped in broad daylight. Okay, so the names are Jawan Anderson and Saquon Pollock. Pollock. Okay, between both 23 were arrested by a joint task force of the New York Police Department and the Federal Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. They each were charged in federal court with one count of using force or fear to commit a robbery and one count of conspiracy to do that. They were also charged with one count of possessing a brandishing a firearm in a crime of violence. Okay, both pleaded not guilty in federal court in Brooklyn on Wednesday afternoon. Now, remember again, I'm going back and revisiting this because someone had asked me about the third person, and since we are talking about the third since we are talking about the third suspect, I thought it was important to go back and revisit this so that people won't forget exactly what has went down. The pastor Bishop Lamar and Whitehead, sir. So we use Bishop Lamar M. Whitehead. What's that M supposed to be? It's supposed to be for Miller? Child. Listen, if y'all could do me a huge favor and just be creative with your words in the chat, it is so helpful when you do that. Right now, I'm having some little struggle moments being in the algorithm because I have had a set of people reporting my videos. So I do ask that you guys please hit that like button. Please, I am begging you. So yes, if the people want to say you beg for likes and cash outs and all of that stuff, I guess you just gonna say what you want to say. I am begging. Please and thank you. All right. Mr. Pollock was um, ordered ordered detained pending a decision on bail, although prosecutors have asked that he be held until trial, citing his criminal history. Mr. Anderson was released on a $50,000 bail. Okay. Um. Okay. There we go. All right. So let's keep on going. Now, a third defendant remains at large. Prosecutors said that Ann was not named on Wednesday. So, a lawyer for Mr. Anderson declined to comment. A lawyer for Mr. Pollock did not immediately respond to a request for comment after the court appearance. Police had estimated that $1 million in jewelry was taken from Mr. Whitehead in the robbery on July the 24th at Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries of Next Week on Instagram. No, let me go. Anyway, Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries in Brooklyn, neighborhood of Canaries. Is that how you say it? What this is right now? Okay, I don't think that got nothing to do with the thing. Okay, so despite the congregation's low profile, wow, that was shady. Oh. Anyway, it occupies a second floor space above a Haitian restaurant in Brooklyn's neighborhood. Is it Cannery's neighborhood? Now, Mr. Whitehead himself is something of a showman. Okay, they call him a showman. Okay, because of his jewelry and the expensive labels. At his service, he asks worshipers to sow with donations starting at 1,000 or $500. Well, wait a minute. It's 147 people up in here. And if this man can get on his live and ask for, oh my goodness, wow. All right. So this goes on to say that he has been friends he has been a friend of Mayor Eric Adams, whom he has a described as a mentor. Outside of federal court on Wednesday, Mr. Whitehead, 44, spoke with his lawyer, Don Florio, by his side. He said that several members of his church have quit the congregation out of fear, and his family has been changed by the robbery. You know, one thing I do question about him, because he's so quick to say other things in regards to like what's going on, but I ain't never really just heard you talk about you going to therapy to help and can canarcy. Okay, got it. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm probably butchered again, just letting y'all know, but thank y'all. I appreciate it. Okay. Um, this is trauma. Okay, if it's so much trauma and you had to pay for all of the therapy sessions and stuff like that, is is you and your wife still in therapy and stuff? That's what I want to know. Or did y'all ever go to therapy? I really would like to know. Just curious. But anyway, this is trauma, he said, describing church members calling him in tears and his daughter crying and scared. Every slam of a car door, she turns around. I'm just wondering. Hey, P and Two Rouse, what's going on? What's going on? How are you? How are you? Hello to everybody that's coming in. It's 157 in the room. Please make sure you hit that like button. What we are doing right now is just revisiting um Whitehead's robbery thing. Okay. Um, I don't even remember where I was. He criticized suggestions that flaunting his wealth made him a robbery target as unproven assumption and racial double standard. Okay, so he's trying to say, girl. Anyway, I should be able to dress the way that I want to dress, he said, pointing out the finery worn by the Pope. Mm, there was no talk about that at all. But me, as an African American young man, I'm ridiculed. Sir, you out here comparing yourself to the Pope? Huh? Not you comparing yourself to the Pope, okay? He said that church services would take place online until congregants felt, uh, I guess they meant felt safe returning to in-person worship. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that none of them people that was there feel safe again because I mean, you having service on Instagram, but anyway, let's keep going. The robbery interrupted a Sunday service, and clips of the incident posted online by the ministry. Mr. Whitehead lies flat on the stage as shuffling muffled cries of alarm are heard in the background. In the video posted to Instagram, Mr. Whitehead described seeing three armed young men coming at him. One of them pointed a gun at his infant daughter's face before taking all of his and his wife's jewelry. Prosecutors said that their detention memo that Mr. Pollock was captured on a video surveillance after the robbery, appearing. Um, wait, what? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yes, comparing himself to the Pope. Hold on 1 quick second, y'all. 1 quick second. 1 quick second. 1 quick second. Okay, I got too many screens open over here, y'all. I got the other one for the third suspect open, and I got these court cases open. So hold on, y'all. Let me close something over here. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Reenact that like button. All right. Okay, so let's get back into it. Prosecutors said that their detention memo that Mr. Pollock was captured on video surveillance after the robbery, appearing to reenact parts of the crime and showing a diamond ring to others. James, chief of detectives for the New York Police Department, said that at a news conference that both suspects had previous encounters with the law. Mr. Anderson was arrested in July of 2020 for DV assault, misdemeanor charge, he said. So of course, they're gonna pull up they record. And Mr. Pollard was sentenced in 2016 to 5 years in prison for 2 counts of robbery, according to the state records. In their detention memo, prosecutors said that Mr. Pollock had a 2021 bench warrant issued for his arrest in New York in connection with a misdemeanor conviction for possession of forged instrument. All right. He also had a 2021 arrest warrant in Pennsylvania after he provided false identification to the police. Mr. Whitehead has had his own past run-ins with the law. In 2008, he was sentenced to prison on identity theft charges and spent 5 years behind bars. Weeks after his release, he began Leaders of Tomorrow International or Leaders of Tomorrow Ministries, um, starting with only 43 followers, according to his uh, biography online. Will, have you ever had more than that? I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. Um, okay, hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh, shout out to you, AOP, for the cash app. For the cash app. Hey, for the cash app. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. We appreciate the cash app. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, okay, let's keep going. And hello to everyone that is just coming in. Hello to everyone that is just coming in. By the way, starting tomorrow for the goalie link, remember that it will be 30% off starting tomorrow for the holiday. Okay. All right. So let's get back into this. Do y'all think he still had the same 43 followers to begin with? Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, the congregation adheres to what is known as the prosperity gospel, that idea that God rewards his followers in material ways, child. Mr. Whitehead's personal uh embodiment of the idea and his convictions has led to speculation that he had been in on the crime, a notion propelled by his seemingly unsurprised reaction to the arrival of the unarmed intruders. On Wednesday, Mr. Whitehead said that the arrests were a vindication, child. He did say that, y'all remember in that press conference, we played the press conference over here, and he did absolutely say that. He did absolutely say that. Okay, so we got some people that just came up in the room. What's going on, David? How you doing, David? What's going on, my sis Prosperity Thick Girl 40? What's going on to you, Beth? How are you? How are you? Welcome, 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 welcome. Y'all already know y'all at home. So kick off your shoes and relax your feet. And we gonna party on down to the Bishop's beat. Okay. So please, please, please make sure you hit that like button as you come on in. Okay. This has been hell, Mr. Whitehead said. And then to not be believed and to be ridiculed on the way that I dressed, I thought I was a victim, but I was turned into a villain. You know, that's his favorite thing to say. He was a victim, but he was turned into a villain. Asked whether Mayor Adams has been in touch lately, he said, I haven't heard from the mayor in a while. Whew. Okay, so that was the end of that article, but I wanted to bring that up because this was from the New York Times, okay? This was from the New York Times, two charged in mid-sermon robbery of the bejeweled Brooklyn bishop. So let's go on and get into the news that has just hit the press. Well, some of it hit the press yesterday, but for the majority, it hit the press today. Okay. Don't put my name. Listen, I ain't do it. You gonna have to call the New York Times and ask them what they over there doing, child. Okay, hold on. Hey Maria, how are you? How are you? How are you? All right, so let's get into this here really quick. All right, so this is coming from the Daily Beast, but it's several people that have posted this. Actually, y'all can see right here the we can go with the New York Post article, but maybe who can read that? Hold up, wait a minute. Okay, listen. So there is 143 people in here. I am going to look at my likes. I sure am. Sure am. There's 116 likes. Okay, y'all doing your good liking. Y'all doing your good liking. Let's keep liking, hitting that like button. Let's keep hitting that like button. And
Present you as he turns this great leader, Chief Apostle Lamar Miller Whitehead. Come on.
yeah. Hey, NYPD. I see y'all back there. I see y'all back there, NYPD. I sure do. Okay, let's get into this article. This is from the New York Post. Okay. So it is saying that the NYPD IDs third suspect in armed robbery of flashy Bishop Lamar Whitehead. You know, they should have said something like the bling bling Bishop or something like that. The bling bling Bishop. What's going on, St. Marquis? What's going on, T Money? How are you? How are you? Okay, listen, Mississippi. I don't know if I spoke to you, but hello. Hello to everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Miss Leela, how you doing, love? How you doing? Okay, so let's get into this article, child. Now, this was published yesterday at 2:35 p.m. It is making headlines and other articles, but let's get into it. The NYPD has identified a wanted third suspect in the armed robbery of flashy Brooklyn Bishop Lamar Whitehead during a live stream service um nearly a year ago. Okay, his name is Shamar Leggett. Okay, 41. Was connected to the July the 24th, 2022 stick up at Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries, and which mass bandits made off with more than $1 million in jewelry. Police said that Tuesday night as they released his mugshot. Okay, now investigators were able to link him to the high-profile um, robbery after reviewing video from the area. Okay, police sources said just 6 months before the robbery in January of 2022, Leggett was released on parole from state prison where he was held on robbery, attempted unaliving, and weapon possession convictions. Record show. Okay. Now, this is the third suspect that they are alleging that this is his background, and this is what took place the same year in which they are referring to. Hey, Tracy, what's going on? Hey, Shalika, what's going on? Every time I see that video, I think bald head ski jumper was running across the camera. Not the bald head ski jumper was running. Yeah, that took me out yesterday watching that. Okay, so let's get into it. So this is his mugshot, child. That's who the man is. Okay, that's who the man is. And from my understanding, he is still they still looking for him. Okay. He previously served time for first degree robbery from August 2003 to July of 2010, according to the records. Leggett's alleged uh let's see. Occupancy, the people he was with, child, whatever. Jawan Anderson, okay, and then Saquon Pollock, both 23, were picked up in Bedford in September and hit with federal robbery charges from the stick up. Now, Anderson had his bond set at 50,000 during his arraignment, and Pollock was ordered to be held without bail. Both pleaded not guilty through their attorneys. Footage of the heist shows Whitehead hitting the floor after the thieves storm in the church in the middle of that infamous pastor's sermon, child. In the middle of his sermon. Yes, that's what he said. In the middle of it. Now, the robbers allegedly targeted both Whitehead and his wife, making off with Bishop's 75,000 Rolex watch, 75,000 Cavalier watch, and a 25,000 ruby and diamond ring, among other valuables. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I could have sworn that man said in one of them interviews that he had a Cuban link chain on, allegedly. Do I remember that right? I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna have to go back and look. But child, okay. So let's get back into this. Armed robbery is an intolerable crime, but to commit such an act during a religious service is uh incomprehensible. All right. Breon Peace, U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, said in a statement at the time. All right. Anderson and Pollock were charged under the U.S. Hobbs Act, which criminalizes robbery and extortion, which interferes with interstate commerce. Okay. Some of in this case, some out of state donations were used to purchase the stolen items, sources said. Child, say what now? um, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Hey, I'm Bernice. How you doing, love? How are you? How are you? Perhaps a Cuban Chinatown link. I'm not about to play with you, Coco. Okay, so child. So he says, I forgave them, Whitehead said as he arrived in Brooklyn federal court before the arraignment. Now it's time for justice. Me and my family and my church have suffered long enough. Okay. Not they, y'all. These This is why I don't understand why he don't go after these people, because they is shady to you, sir. They is more shady than we are here on the YouTube. Okay. Child. Okay, listen, y'all. Y'all know I love y'all real good. Y'all know I love y'all real bad, right? I do. I do. But please, if we could just misspell, be creative with our cuss words, because I told y'all some people have been reporting my videos, right? And I don't need that to continue to keep on happening. So please, please hit the like button and let's do anything and everything that we can to just follow those rules. That's really the only rule that I have. That y'all don't be disrespectful and don't cuss. That's it. But you can cuss, but just misspell it. Okay. All right. So, okay, I read all of that. Now, the outspoken minister are often seen in Fendi suits, Fendi or Indy. But anyway, Fendi Suits has lashed out at the NYPD, claiming that he didn't think cops believed him and thought he had staged the robbery. Whitehead made that claim at a press conference after a September live stream incident in which he got into a tussle with a woman who apparently crashed his service. So, of course, we know exactly who that is. That is none other than Miss Tarsha Howard. Okay, she has uh visited the channel before, and we also did a impromptu live, interview with her as well. So interesting. All right, Blendy suits, not Blendy, not Blendy. What this here right here? What kind of suit did
On
this?
my way to the BET Awards. Thank you, Fat Joe, for inviting me. We out here in the ATL enjoying ourselves. Y'all stay focused. Y'all stay firm. It's the Bishop.
Was that an indie suit? I just thought I'd play that for you and figure it out. I'm just curious. All right. Whitehead made okay, so I read that. Now the luxury loving clergymen, yo, the shade that they are delivering to this man. Yes, that suit is very loud. Okay, very loud. These people are shady. The luxury loving clergymen. Wow. uh who rides around in his vehicle such as Rolls Royces, honey, has fought back against critics who blame his lavish lifestyle for the criminals. Okay, Whitehead has forced his own share of legal has faced his own share of legal troubles. Earlier this year, he was sued for 5 million on an ongoing dispute with another congregation over claims that he tried to kick them out of their house of worship. Court papers show. Whitehead has also filed a $200 million lawsuit against a businessman he claims slandered him in an interview with the New Yorker and to the FBI, alleging it's what led to the federal fraud charges against him. Okay. So this is just letting us know that they have identified who that third person is, because before we knew who the first and the second person is, but we did not know who the third person was. But now we do. Okay. All right. Bald head ski jumper. Um, what is Pooh and Two Ross over here saying? It's been my understanding everyone's welcome at church, even with false bishops. I'm just saying. Oh, well, you know. I'm just wondering. Okay, so that was pretty much the article in which they are letting us know that this is the young man that they are still looking for. Okay, they are still looking for him. All right, and I wanted to take y'all back to one article and bring up another article just so that you can see this. Okay, um, so give me just 1 second. I got something else I want to talk about when it comes to the bishop, because a lot of y'all I do know were at work earlier. And I'm not gonna go through this whole case. I'm actually not gonna go through him or Tasha K's whole case, but I do have some things that I want to point out from both of those. So hold on 1 second. All right, y'all hit that like button. Okay, yes, I'm begging. I am begging for y'all to hit that like button. All right, so let's pull up this docket, honey. Let's pull up the docket. That's what we gonna do. We gonna pull up the docket. Okay. Speaking of this, I actually needed to see if there was any updates with the radio station host as well. But it looks like the last update with that lawsuit was on 6/6 of 2023. So it doesn't look like there is actually an update with that. But we're gonna get into the Tarsha K of it all because I got to read to y'all what they said, the upstanding things that they said about the bishop. Okay, it was some upstanding things that Brian Ponder, yes, I said Brian to the Ponder, said in regards. Okay, hey Miss Joyce, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Shout out to Miss Joyce. One thing I'm know, and shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to all of y'all because y'all stay supporting your boy. But shout out to Miss Joyce because Miss Joyce is gonna always, if she do not catch the live, she gonna watch the replay and gonna make sure she gonna comment. Same for P and Two Ross and a couple of others. I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. Okay, so hey KK, how you doing? Let's get into this. So I need to change the order of this from newest to oldest. Um, and we're gonna go into the Tasha K one first, because I got to read this to y'all. Ooh, here we go. Y'all want me to put it on the screen? Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the screen because I don't want y'all saying I'm making it up. So let's do it. Don't be like that, cupcakes. I appreciate you for sure, for sure. Thank you so much. I appreciate I all of y'all. Oh no, that's you and P and two Ross going back and forwards. But no, thank you everyone for real, for y'all support. I appreciate it. It's definitely appreciated. Okay, so here we go. Hey Miss VM, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey G darling, how are you, love? Okay, so let's get into it. Now, this is the lawsuit in which he is suing Tasha Kebe, Tasha K. Yes, I do know about all of her bankruptcy stuff. Shout out to Really Be TV and Pam Esquire. They did have a live yesterday where they did discuss this, and so shout out to them in regards to this. This was on Really Be's platform, and it was a great, great, great live in regards to Tasha K's bankruptcy currently right now. All right. So it's been alleged that she not really telling the truth in her bankruptcy. So let's get into it. Now, this is Lamar Whitehead versus Latasha Transrena Kebe. Latasha Transrena Howard. DBA, Tasha K Live, and Yaleen Entertainment LLC, DBA. And again, remember that Yaleen Entertainment is something that you guys need to remember if you are going to check out the latest in regards to Tasha K, okay, in that app. Let's get into it. Here we go. Plaintiff Lamar Whitehead is known as Bishop Whitehead. Plaintiff Lamar Whitehead, plaintiff or Bishop Whitehead, is an individual. Plaintiff is the pastor and founder of Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries, Inc. LOTIM for short. Okay. LOTIM is headquartered on its main campus located in Brooklyn, New York. Yes, that's Brooklyn with two O's in New York. Okay. Yes, y'all heard me correctly. That is the main campus. Okay. If you did not know, that is the main campus. Bishop Whitehead is a dynamic preacher, prophet, teacher, and community leader, and of course, entrepreneur. Bishop Whitehead entrepreneurships include real estate investing in commercial real estate. Bishop Whitehead is a visionary whose influence has made its impression both in the church and in the world. Bishop Whitehead has a genuine love for God's people, especially the millennials and younger generation. Bishop Whitehead's ministry at Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries empowers its people through through the Word of God. Y'all, I feel like all this right here. Hey, Mary, how you doing, love? I feel like all this right here was like we was a guest church down at the 3 o'clock service. You know what I'm saying? For those of us, that know about that, we being invited to the 3 o'clock service. And it sounded like they sitting up here trying to introduce the pastor to us, the reverend to us. Brian to the ponder wrote this about the bishop. Okay. I'm lost. I'm really lost. Where is the main campus at now though? That's what I want to know. Where's the main campus at now? Because people's main campuses is not over here, you renting a baby shower cathedral for 2 to 3 hours. I'm just saying. Baby shower cathedral, shout out to Aunt Natty. Baby shower cathedral was where the robbery took place and where we saw the video in which he put his hands, I'm just gonna say that, on Tarsha Howard. Okay. Now, mind you, we were told allegedly that this particular building is just like if you was going down to the Red Roof Inn to have your daughter-in-law's uh baby shower. Yes, that's exactly what I said. Down to the Red Roof Inn, where you having your daughter-in-law's baby shower, and you pay them Red Roof Inn people, um, $50 an hour. That's what it was like. That's what it was like for him down there at that place because he was only renting that place for a few hours. Okay. And allegedly, the people who used to come in after him, okay, if they was having like a party or if they was having like a baby shower or retirement party, somebody's 60th birthday party, a baby shower or a gender reveal or a graduation party, any of that stuff, he was renting out that building for 2 to 3 hours, okay, a Sunday. And allegedly, they say he was going over his time. I mean, you know, just saying, just saying. But I want to go ahead and prove to you guys that it is most definitely these are things highlighted in yellow that Tasha K said on her app, even when she was making the statements about Foxy Brown. Okay, that is listed in this lawsuit as well, child. Most definitely. It is listed in here all about how he may have gotten the deed to that church is listed in here as well. Okay. Yes, he is a prophet. You don't know? You better recognize. You must didn't know. But I wanted to get down to the bottom of this, right? Just to let y'all know and prove to y'all that it is $360 million. Okay. So here we go. First cause of action, defamation, and slander. All right. 200, I mean, sorry, $20 million, $100 million for the punitive damage. The actual damages, 20 million. Actual damages, again, 20 million. This is for the second cause of action. Punitive damages, 100 million. So far we at 240 million. Okay, absolutely. Then we go on down here again to the third cause of action, right of privacy. Um, Actual damages 20 milli, and then more damages for 100 milli. So altogether, we sitting at 360 milli that he is asking Tasha K to pay. Well, I'm sorry, Bishop, but I really don't know where you're going to get that from. And no, we're not going to bring up the fact that, Tasha K is having a hard time paying Cardi B. No, that's okay. Let's just bring up all the other things that she has going on, such as that bankruptcy that she allegedly did not tell the truth about. That can be thrown out, right? Hmm. Hmm. Well, I don't know. 360 milli. It's a lot, right? It's most definitely a lot. So that's very interesting. Y'all hit that like button, and if you'd like to show love to the channel, it is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. But I just wanted y'all to witness that, right? But I got something else I want to show y'all, and this is just going to be brief for the people who were not here earlier, okay? For the people who were not here earlier, you guys do know that Miss Pauline Anderson is the alleged parishioner, or the one that he's stating that her son was a parishioner and not her, okay? But she is the one that had a retirement savings of 90,000. Okay. Well, today, the young man filed a complaint. Well, yesterday, he filed a complaint in the courts. All right. Um, Against not only Miss Anderson, but also Mr. Anderson. So give me just a second and I'll be sure to pull this up for you all. Now, I'ma also say this. Now, in these court documents, child, they also got Exhibit A up in there, and the Exhibit A is actually some text messages between Whitehead. Oh, wait, I almost shared this without passing through this. Okay, here we go. I can show this page right here. Hello to everybody that's just coming up in the room. I'm just giving everybody a brief update in regards to how today has just been, honey. How today has been. Listen, before we get into this one, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, okay?
On my way to the BET Awards. Thank you, Fat Joe, for inviting me. We out here in the ATL enjoying ourselves. Y'all stay focused. Y'all stay firm. It's the Bishop.
Y'all stay focused and stay firm. It's the Bishop. And after that, all I heard was just like a static on the TV, just walking, just loud, just noisy, just loud and wrong and loud. Okay. Um. Oh wow, how so convenient. Listen. This is a lawsuit TK could have wiped her butt with. Now there you go, Tracy. You might be on to something with that one right there. Okay. Wait, did you say a total of $360 million, Tasha K? Yeah. Yes. Not Rockefeller mortgage. I'm Bernice is so funny. Listen, that what I said. That's what I said, honey. Okay. Like he said, stay focused on that money, honey. Okay. He acts just like somebody who has never been anywhere or had anything. Child, one thing that I did say, because it's crazy to me that I wonder why he wasn't at the BET Awards this year, though, y'all. Why y'all don't think he got invited to the BET Awards this year? Fat Joe performed. Fat Joe is his boy, right? Fat Joe is his boy. What's going on, Andre? What's going on? I see the chat speaking to you, so that means that I haven't spoke to you because you just came in here. Hey, Andre. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. So let's get into this. Now, this is again a complaint that was filed on last night at it's probably like 11 something p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is an action for declaratory relief arising out of a financial dispute among the parties. Okay. So it's just going to go ahead and break this thing down. There's a lot of repeat information in this. And the reason being is because I'm assuming it's because of the two people that he is suing, her son and him. Okay. Would you invite him being as loud sounding like that? Uh, I'm not about to play with you either, Cupcake. Y'all are too funny. Y'all are too funny. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. And as I stated before, one thing that I do like to do is I do like to provide you all with the link and where I got this information from because this is public information. I do want y'all to know that. However, I am trying to redact addresses just because I don't like to be that kind of person. Now, there are text messages that I would like for you guys to see, but let me just get through 1 through 20. I think it's 1 through 20, 1 through 29. Okay. And then I'll show you guys the text messages so you guys will know exactly what I said. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Plaintiff Lamar Whitehead, plaintiff or Bishop Whitehead or Mr. Whitehead as and for his verified complaint alleges the following. I'm just a little bit interested why they didn't go in like they did on Tasha K's lawsuit. Y'all didn't go in on it like this one. Hey, Miss Shannon, how are you, love? How are you? How are you? Welcome, everybody. Please hit that like button, okay, as you come on up in here. All right, so Bishop Whitehead is a pastor of Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries, which is the church. At all time referenced here in Bishop Whitehead's church, as located as 922 Remsen Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11236. Defendant Pauline Anderson. Pauline Anderson or Miss Anderson is a natural person residing in Kings County, New York. Defendant Rashid Anderson. Rashid Anderson and Mr. Anderson is a uh, and he is also a person as well. Miss Anderson is Mr. Anderson's mother, and Mr. Anderson is Mrs. Anderson's son. All right. Upon information and belief, Mr. Anderson and his wife started attending Bishop Whitehead's church on December the 31st of 2019, which was watch night New Year's Eve service held at Brookdale Hospital Auditorium, 555 Rockaway Parkway, Brooklyn, New York, 11212. Upon information and belief, Miss Anderson did not begin attending Bishop Whitehead's church on or about January 2020. Now, in February of 2020, Bishop Whitehead began helping Mr. Anderson secure housing. In February 2020, Bishop Whitehead began helping Mr. Anderson purchase a home. In 2020, Miss Anderson attended Bishop Whitehead's church as a visitor one or two times. On or about April 2020, Mr. Anderson introduced Miss Anderson to Bishop Whitehead. Number 15, on or about April 2020, was the first time that Bishop Whitehead ever spoke to Miss Anderson, which was at the request of Mr. Anderson for Bishop Whitehead to pray for Miss Anderson. All right. On or about April 2020, Mr. Anderson requested that Bishop Whitehead pray for Mrs. Anderson as she was receiving or as she was recovering from a surgery, and Bishop Whitehead agreed and joined Mr. Anderson and Mrs. Anderson on the telephone, whereby Bishop Anderson, which is a typo clearly, but it says Bishop Anderson. I don't know who Bishop Anderson is, but that's what it say. Bishop Anderson. So it goes in to say agreed and joined Mr. Anderson and Mrs. Anderson on the telephone, whereby Bishop Anderson prayed for Miss Anderson. Again, it should have been Bishop Whitehead prayed for Miss Anderson. So it goes on to say that on April 24th of 2020, Mr. Anderson purchased a home with Bishop Whitehead's help. Miss Anderson co-signed for Mr. Anderson for the purchase of his home on April the 24th of 2020. The following is a photograph of Miss Anderson Wright co-signing on the loan for the purchase of a home for Mr. Anderson left on April the 24th of 2020. And there is the picture in the exhibit. Okay. 20. The following is a photograph of Mr. Anderson left Bishop Whitehead Center and Mr. Anderson's wife, Miss Anderson Wright, on April the 24th of 2020, following Mr. Anderson's closing on his home. Now, just to be very clear, these photographs are provided by Whitehead. The interesting thing is Whitehead, according to the text messages, had to ask this young man, Mr. Anderson, for these photographs. All right. So the photograph above of Mr. Anderson left Bishop Whitehead Center and Mr. Anderson's wife, Miss Anderson Wright, was taken on April the 24th, 2020 at 4:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now that I just thought about that, I'm gonna have to go back and look at them text messages again. Hey Veronica, what's going on? What's going on? Um, okay, so let me get back in here. Bishop Whitehead assisted Mr. Anderson in securing housing personally. Mr. Anderson, with Bishop Whitehead's assistance, purchased a home on April the 24th of 2020. Mr. Anderson, after purchasing his home, sought to get into real estate investing. Number 25, Mr. Anderson sought out to Bishop Whitehead um, to learn to invest in real estate. On July the 15th of 2022 at approximately 2:46 p.m., Mr. Anderson sent a text message to Bishop Whitehead saying, "Hey, are you busy?" And I'll show you guys that text message here in a minute. True and correct screenshots of a series of text messages between Mr. Anderson and Bishop Whitehead are attached here too and incorporated herein as Exhibit A. Okay, so I do have a copy of Exhibit A. So give me a moment and then I will pull this up for you guys. Now, I do want to be very clear. I still have not had an opportunity to kind of put these text messages in order, because clearly when they submitted them to the court, they were out of order. Okay, so hold on one second. All right, so this is Exhibit A. All right, are y'all ready for this? Cause I just want to know. Y'all ready? Give me a thumbs up, okay, if y'all ready, because y'all, this man right here, the way that he be talking to people is crazy. I'd have stopped texting you a long time ago. I'm ignorant. I'd have stopped texting you a long time ago. Okay. You not about to talk to me like I'm about to show y'all how he talked to the man. Okay. Thank you for the thumbs up, Simply Elegant One. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Alice, for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's get into Exhibit A. On May the 17th of 2021 at 11:14 a.m. Now I'm gonna be very clear, right? This whole like investment deal or whatever it was had already previously been done before he reached out to him in 2021. Okay. This was 2019, 2020 when it first happened. Okay. So let's get into it. Hey, my mother is really scared about what's happening and she wants her money back. This man responds back and says, I'm busy, like I said. The paperwork that was drawn up that you said was signed protects her. I'm a man of integrity. May God bless you, and everything will be fine. I will contact your mother, and I will also have my other team write her a letter. Okay. Doesn't end there. Bishop, my mother just wants her money back. Here we go. Here we go. Like I said, man, okay, the investment has already started point blank. I know what I'm doing with this real estate, and I know what I'm sitting on. That's why we have a contract. You don't get to tell me your mother just wants her money back. Stop texting me. Stop texting me. I have a lot going on. You don't get to disrespect me and then all of a sudden try to jump out of a business deal, jump out of business or a deal that was set up. You don't control nothing over here. That's what the bishop had to say to this man about his mom. Okay. He's reaching out of concern to let him know what's going on. And he is letting him know, don't text me no more, and you don't get to tell me nothing. That's what he's saying. Okay, hold on. I got some more text messages, but I do gotta take it off the screen because this last one it does reveal a I guess like some transaction. It reveals an address and like a transaction number. So I want us to get past that. So he responds back and says, Mr. Anderson responds back and says, I'm not trying to control anything, nor no contract was drawn up nor signed. Okay, so he's here saying that there was no contract drawn up or signed for that matter. I was like, wait, yeah, okay, welly, welly, welly. Then okay, um. No investment was discussed with me, so I'm not sure what has started because you told me we were going to start after the campaign. You text me and said you were out and no longer working with me. Here we go, because it don't stop there. It didn't stop there. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, well, this person said, no, please do not say my name. So we just gonna bump about that cash app. Okay, we appreciate it. We appreciate the cash app. Now let's bump. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I've been working hard today, so I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Means a lot, means a lot. Okay, so then he responds back and says, this is Whitehead responding back to um Mr. Anderson, and he says this. So that means you lied then. You said your mother signed. Listen as the text messages reflect, there was a contract. And that's that. I don't need you to invest. I have proof of payments. Like I said, I'm busy and I will not reply back. Your mother will be taken care of and she will be happy. Child. Y'all, not he live right now, but I know how to handle this him. I knew he was gonna go live. I just knew it, especially since they done found that. Listen, let me ask you a question. Can you watch this for me? And let me know if he say something because this is the thing. I know what he be trying to do. He be trying to get the views and stuff. So just let me know what he gonna say. That's all I need to know. Just let me know what he gonna say. Cause I am currently live and ain't nothing I can do about it. Cause I can't share the screen because he playing that music in the background. He be knowing what he doing, yo. He be knowing what he doing. Yeah, he got that Bible in front of him, so maybe he about to do Bible study, and I do not want to hear him do no Bible study. I'm just saying. I don't, because that's typically how he try to wing folks in during his Bible study. I'm good. Mm-mm, I'm good. Okay, so then he responds back to Rashid and says, I have money and I'm not taking anyone's money, but just because I told you we will start after the election doesn't mean I haven't invested. Okay. And so um Mr. Anderson responds and says, just to confirm, you've taken the investment for almost a year, and we were supposed to work and build things together, but instead, you've been investing it on your own. Can I see contracts, proof of investments, and such transactions? All right. So this is him asking that, okay? And so he responds back and says, "Please stop texting me." Well, he don't say please. He says, "Stop texting me. You are done." That's what he said. You are done. Now there are plenty of text messages for you all to go through. Did I put that link in the chat? I don't know if I did, but I'm gonna do it again. Um, okay, hold on. Let me see what he doing on his live channel. But he be listening to this music. Formalities. Yeah, not interested. Not interested whatsoever. Not interested whatsoever, but I appreciate you for sending it to me. Okay. I appreciate you for sending it. Thank you. If it gets spicy, send me a little pepper or something. Let me know that it done got spicy and I need to get up in there because, honey, they're trying to have Bible study. And Tracy, just so you know, y'all, the bishop got he got a subscription on Instagram. You pay 9.99 and you get his exclusive content. Now he done had it for some weeks, but ain't posted nothing exclusive on now. Just saying. I know that's right. He can't even read me and nurture around. Yeah, I'm definitely not listening to him. He just sitting there playing the music. Okay, thank you. He turned the music off. Yeah, but it look like he just doing Bible study, and I have to watch how I feed my spirit, man. Okay. And y'all must watch how you feed your spirit, man, too. You can't listen to everything everybody telling you. Okay. Okay, so let me get back to this here really quick. Um, All right, so that was exhibit A, was those text messages, but I wanted you guys to hear how unruly he is. Now, in these text messages, there are conversations in regards to properties in which they are sharing back and forth, like, hey, would this property work? Would this property work? Now, they're also going to state this in the actual complaint about uh like credit programs and different things that he was saying to do. Now, do you guys remember and recall that when we had a conversation with Tarsha, she was the one who was in his investment classes. You guys do remember that, right? She specifically stated, and she wasn't the only person that stated. It was another young lady that stated that she was also in the class as well, but she got out once allegedly Asia start asking for like socials and stuff. That's what they said. Okay. So, hey Ramel, how you doing? Hello, baby girl 1981. Y'all coming up in here and hit that like button. Okay. Nothing yet. Yeah, just keep me updated. He talking about the armor of God, not he got a bonnet of salvation. Bonnet? A bonnet of salvation? What happened to the helmet? A bonnet? I'm not about to play with y'all. Okay. I'm just I'm not not a bonnet child. Okay. So I want to get back into this here really quick. But those text messages or something else, head over to their website. If it comes up where it says that you can search for a new case, just look over to the right hand side, search new case. Once you get to that page, it's going to ask where it's going to say like complaint number. or file number, it's going to ask for the name. You want to click the one that says name and just put Lamar Whitehead in, and you can see all of his court cases. Okay, it's open to the public, literally. Okay. Well, these specific ones are open to the public. So you can definitely go take a look at it. Shout out to Raymel for being a member on the channel for 8 months. Listen, Raymel been hanging with me for a long time. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, sorry. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's get into a few more of these. And like I said, I'm not gonna hold y'all all evening with this stuff. But 28 on July the 15th of 2020, Miss Anderson arranged a call, or Mr. Anderson arranged a call with Miss Anderson and Bishop Whitehead. On July the 15th of 2020, during the telephone call arranged by Mr. Anderson with Mr. Anderson, Miss Anderson, and Bishop Whitehead. Bishop Whitehead represented himself as a party who could assist Miss Anderson in purchasing, and yes, I did say Miss Anderson in purchasing a home by offering advice on how to improve her credit score to secure favorable mortgage terms and assisting in locating suitable properties from which Miss Anderson could choose to purchase. Okay. Uh, oh, we're not gonna talk about that Danae Jackson because we talked about her yesterday, honey. We talked about her yesterday and her over here charging people $10,000 to heal them. Girl, I'm sorry, and I'm not gonna never plow on somebody's healing and stuff like that. But girl, ain't no way in the world I'm about to give you $10. Okay, you think I'm gonna give you 10 that side note? You think I'm gonna give you $10,000 when I can go seek therapy and pay for therapy? But you want me to pay you $10,000 so you can help heal me? Girl, it will never. We will never. It will never, 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 never. Never, you ain't never gonna get nothing from me. I'm not even gonna give you $10. Girl, you is out of this world. So in case y'all need to be healed, y'all can head over there to Danae Jackson's website and get over there and get your healing today for the low price of $10,000. Girl, mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. All I got to do is call my pastor, set up some sessions with him, and then I'm also going to go get me a licensed therapist as well. And we're gonna do both of those things, okay? And I guarantee you, ain't now neither one of them gonna cost no $10,000. So Tracy, your bad. You shouldn't have said nothing about Danae Jackson because now you making me go in on her. Y'all go on and get that healing. Nah, I'm good. Baby, it's just no way in the world I'm gonna do that. It's just no way in the world. Not happening. Not happening whatsoever. Okay, sorry. Let's get on back into this. All right. Number 30. At no time did Bishop Whitehead enter into any agreement with Miss Anderson to assist Miss Anderson in purchasing a home, offering advice on how to improve her credit score to secure favorable mortgage terms and assisting in locating suitable properties for which Miss Anderson could choose to purchase. All right, number 31. At no time did Bishop Whitehead enter into any agreement with Mr. Anderson to assist Miss Anderson in purchasing a home by offering advice on how to improve her credit score. And again, it's going to repeat that same thing. So, 32, plaintiff has not entered into any written agreement with defendant Pauline Anderson. Plaintiff has not into any written agreement with defendant Rashid Anderson on or about July 22nd, 2020, Bishop Whitehead joined Miss Anderson and Mr. Anderson on a telephone call with a representative from Transamerica, a lending institution in which Miss Anderson maintained an individual retirement account, an IRA, containing some of her savings. On that telephone call, Miss Anderson, um, on her free will and accord, directed the Transamerica representative to move $100,000 from Miss Anderson's IRA into her personal checking account. Okay. Yes, y'all heard what I just said, right? Okay. They were all on the phone. They were on the phone with this Transamerica representative. And while they were on the phone with the Transamerica representative, they went ahead and uh, sent over that money. Now, according to these text messages, there is a screenshot in which um Rasheed Anderson tells Bishop Whitehead that his mom has transferred over 100K into his account. And Whitehead responds, now mind you, all of his other responses have been, I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that. But in this particular response, he then says, look at God moving. Look at God moving. 10 people that's praying, they miss the results. Child. Can't tell me nothing. But anyway, Bishop Whitehead did not direct Miss Anderson to move her money from her IRA into her personal checking account. Bishop Whitehead did not direct Miss Anderson to move $100,000 of Miss Anderson's money from her IRA into her personal checking account. On or about July 22nd, 2020, Bishop Whitehead did not direct Miss Anderson to move her money from her IRA into her personal checking account for the purposes of fraud. Okay. On or about July 22nd, 2020, Bishop Whitehead did not direct Miss Anderson to move her money from her IRA into her personal checking account for the purpose of perpetrating for the purpose of perpetrating fraud. On or about July 27, 2020, Miss Anderson was introduced by Bishop Whitehead in a telephone call to Mark Chaplin. Kaplan, I'm sorry, Kaplan, Mark Kaplan, who is a mortgage loan officer with Crown Home Mortgage. On a telephone call on or about July 27, 2020, with Bishop Whitehead and Mr. Kaplan, Miss Anderson was told by Mr. Kaplan that based on her low credit score, it would be difficult to obtain financing for her a house. Okay. On or about October 14, 2020, Miss Anderson was introduced by Bishop Whitehead in a telephone call to Sean Carson, who is the vice president of Federal Savings Bank. Now on, hold on. Okay. Um, excuse me. It goes on to say that on the telephone call on or about October the 14th of 2020 with Bishop Whitehead and Mr. Carson, Miss Anderson was told that because of her having co-signed on one of her children's school loans, which was in the rears, she was unlikely to be able to secure financing for a house in the immediate future. Between October and November of 2020, Bishop Whitehead did not call Miss Anderson and indicate that he wanted to present an alternative proposal to secure housing for her. Bishop Whitehead promise did not make a promise to Miss Anderson that she should invest her money into Lamar Whitehead Inc. But wait, y'all, it's about to get interesting. Okay, stick with me, stick with me, stick with me. Okay, um, okay. Bishop Whitehead did not offer Miss Anderson to use the money to make any needed repairs to the property so that it would be uh livable for Miss Anderson. And then return any unused portion of the investment. Now, Bishop Whitehead did not offer to provide Ms. Anderson with a $100 per month payment to live off of until the purchase and the renovation of the property was complete. Interesting, right? It goes on to say that Bishop Whitehead's company Lamar Whitehead Inc. did not offer to provide Ms. Anderson with a $100 payment per month to live off of until the purchase and renovation of the property was complete. On or about January 3rd of 2021, Bishop Whitehead or Bishop Whitehead's company, Lamar Whitehead Inc., did not make a payment of $100 to Ms. Anderson. Y'all see the technicality? Because these are like technicalities, honestly. Just listening to these are it's like technical terms. Um, exactly. There you go. There you go. He is supposed to pay back full investment with interest. That's how real estate investors who have money in the bank work. Money in, money out on balance sheets. There you go, VS Royally Speaks. There you go. That's right. Okay, so upon information and belief, Mr. Anderson told Miss Anderson, this is where it gets interesting. Upon information and belief, Mr. Anderson told Miss Anderson that Mr. Anderson, would pay Miss Anderson $100 per month for Miss Anderson's investing $90,000 with Mr. Anderson in turn invest in real estate with Lamar Whitehead Inc. Did y'all hear what that just said? Because all along we have been told that the $100 payment was to Whitehead. Also, what we heard was in one of those interviews that the investment was for his campaign. But that's not true because according to the text messages, he specifically tells or Mr. Anderson specifically says that Whitehead said that this wouldn't go on until his campaign was over with, or until the election was over with. Election campaign, whatever. Same difference. Okay. Okay, so let me get back into this. So I'm gonna read that one more time because I do think you guys need to hear that again. Okay. On or about January the 3rd of 2021, Bishop Whitehead or Bishop Whitehead's company, Lamar Whitehead Inc., a payment, did not make a payment of $100 to Miss Anderson. Number 48, upon information and belief, Mr. Anderson told Miss Anderson that Mr. Anderson, would pay her. So he's saying that Mr. Anderson is the one that said that he would pay his mom $100 a month. Come on, man. Upon information and belief, Mr. Anderson told Miss Anderson that Mr. Anderson, would pay her, Miss Anderson, $100 per month for Miss Anderson's investing of $90,000 with Mr. Anderson to in turn invest in real estate with Lamar Whitehead Inc. So basically, he's saying that the Andersons, Mr. Anderson and Mrs. Anderson, was the one that came up with this whole situation, and he was just going to um do the invest. So basically, he's just trying to say he's trying to say that they are the one that came up with the payment plan. That's a slap in the face, right? Q to profit. But that's not the first time that we've heard that, though, right? That's not the first time that we've heard about that $100. But basically, what he's saying, because I think it may have been the New Yorker article, one of those articles, allegedly, it was saying that he um may have offered her to pay $100 a month to pay down the investment. Because remember, everybody was like $100 a month, because that's crazy. That is so crazy to me. That is absolutely crazy. Okay. Anyway, okay. We are almost done here. Now, on November the 30th of 2020, Bishop Whitehead did not speak with Miss Anderson. On November the 30th of 2020, Bishop Whitehead did not speak with Miss Anderson. On or about November the 30th of 2020, Bishop Whitehead did not speak with Miss Anderson. And upon information and belief, on or about November the 30th of 2020, after Miss Anderson spoke with Mr. Anderson, Miss Anderson withdrew $90,000 from her checking account and purchased a $90,000 cashier's check payable to the order of Lamar Whitehead Inc. Did did y'all hear that? Maybe not. Maybe not. Upon information and belief on or about November the 30th of 2020, after Miss Anderson spoke with Mr. Anderson, Miss Anderson withdrew $90,000 from her checking account and purchased a $90,000 cashier's check payable to the order of Lamar Whitehead Inc. I just this is crazy. Okay. But then it goes on to say that Miss Anderson did not deliver the $90,000 cashier's check payable to the order of Lamar Whitehead Inc., but to Bishop Whitehead. Um, or not to Bishop Whitehead. Sorry. Let me redo that. Okay, so it says Miss Anderson did not deliver the $90,000 cashier's check payable to the order of Lamar Whitehead Inc. to Bishop Whitehead. Miss Anderson did not deliver the $90,000 cashier's check payable to the order of Lamar Whitehead Inc. Or to Lamar Whitehead, right? So it's pretty much saying that that's not true. Now, again, remember that all of these are this is one thing that we always hear our good sis Pam say. You know, we love Pam over here. But this is something that we always hear her say is that these documents, or even though they're coming from the court, they're going to always still be alleged. Okay, going to always be alleged. Semantics, absolutely. Semantics, absolutely. That's exactly what it is. Um, Whitehead is the embodiment of a kid playing dress up. He wants to be a boss, so sad, but he ain't one. He's a scheming, scamming fraud. Ooh, my, 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 my. Okay. Um. So let me get back into this. Okay, I read that part. We have four more to go. Um, from at least or from at least in or about April 2020 up and including in or about July 2021, Bishop Whitehead did not elicit $90,000 from Ms. Anderson. From at least in or about April 2020 up to and including in or about July 2021, Bishop Whitehead did not elicit $90,000 from Ms. Anderson through a series of cell phone and internet communications with Ms. Anderson. Um, from at least in or about April the 20th, or I'm sorry, April 2020 up to and including in or about July 2021, Bishop Whitehead did not elicit $90,000 from Ms. Anderson through a series of cell phone and internet communications with Mr. Anderson. Okay. Um, it also goes on to say from at least in or about April 2020 up to and including in or about July 2021, Bishop Whitehead did not elicit $90,000 from Miss Anderson through a series of cell phone and internet communications with Miss Anderson, with Miss Anderson and Mr. Anderson. Okay. Um, so it goes on to also say, upon information and belief, Mr. Anderson elicited $90,000 from Miss Anderson. Upon information and belief, Mr. Anderson elicited $90,000 from Miss Anderson for Mr. Anderson's investment in real estate. Upon information and belief, Mr. Anderson elicited $90,000 from Miss Anderson for Mr. Anderson to invest in real estate with Bishop Whitehead. Upon information and belief, Mr. Anderson elicited 90,000 from Miss Anderson for Miss Anderson to invest in real estate with Bishop Whitehead's company. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of this actual suit. Okay, he's pretty much refuting everything that was stated in in the original lawsuit when it comes to Miss Anderson. Okay, listen, y'all. I had to just come back and talk to y'all, just let y'all know what's going on with the bishop. Okay, had to let y'all know, but he on the live right now. I don't know what he on there saying, man. Embodiment of a kid playing dress up, child. Woo, child, child, child. Well, listen, y'all. Uh, uh, child. Mm. Well, this is what I would love for y'all to do. Make sure you hit that like button, okay? If y'all enjoyed this show, there's the Cash App, there's the Venmo. It is greatly appreciated. It's greatly appreciated. I am about to read some of y'all comments that I might have missed. Um, Now that I'm looking at this play page, Blank admits he got the money. Yes, he did. He admitted that he got the money. He didn't plan on paying a damn thing back, and we all know it. Ooh, he needs to give that woman her money back, point blank, period. Sad part about it is, and I said this earlier, he in the big book of wonders pretending to have Bible study. Child. That's why I told you, he ain't doing nothing on that live. He ain't doing nothing on that live. Uh, Hold on one second. Let me. Y'all, he got 41 people in that live. And then have the nerve to have a 9.99 membership a month. Child, why? 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 Music, please. Okay, I got you. I got you. Let me play this. Damn, play this.
On my way to the BET Awards. Thank you, Fat Joe, for inviting me. We out here in the ATL enjoying ourselves. Y'all stay focused. Y'all stay firm. It's the Bishop.
Present to you as he turns. This great leader is Apostle Lamar Miller Whitehead. Come on.
It's about as many people that's in his service right now. 40 people. 40 people, including the NYPD. Okay. Including the NYPD. All I hear is swish, swish, swish. That suit was loud and obnoxious. Okay. Okay, my hearing is bad. So I just going to say thank you. No, you are good. Yes, they did say apostle. They did say apostle. That service took place in January of 2022. So it is very much a year. So he's been an apostle for a year and some months, y'all. Y'all remember in one of them lives, he said put some respect on his name, call him bishop or apostle. That's what he said. That's what he told us to do. I bet Big Joe ain't invited him nowhere, nothing. Well, the crazy thing is though, uh, Miss VM, I ain't gonna say him and Fat Joe have no connection like that, but you know they have done like lives, Instagram lives and stuff together. It could be a possibility, but it wasn't at the BET Awards. I want to be very clear. It was the BET Hip Hop Awards. There's a difference. There's absolutely a difference. There's a difference between the Hip Hop Awards and the actual BET Awards. Just saying. Well, listen, y'all. Again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. I appreciate it. We just needed an evening key and an evening gather round. Okay. If you have missed where we really specifically go down that lawsuit for Tasha K, make sure you go check out that video because it's some interesting things said in that lawsuit. Also the this particular lawsuit, or I'm not going to say lawsuit, I'm going to say complaint. Okay. I was told to say complaint. So in this particular complaint, it is listed here. There is the link to go check those things out. I think as soon as you click on this link, because I'm about to do it really quick, just so that you guys know. Okay, so as soon as you click on this link, it will bring you immediately to Pauline Anderson's case. But if you would like to go back and look at any other cases, just make sure you go up to where it says search results, okay? And then new search, and as soon as you go to new search, it's going to make sure that you're not a robot. And then where it says case search, is the first tab is case identifier. The next tab is name. And in that one, you just put his first and last name, and all what 13, something like that. Suits will come up. Complaints will come up. Okay. The Lord he tell. I ain't calling. Oh, you said a lie he tell. I ain't calling him no bishop. Let alone apostle. He thinks them titles make him more than what he is. He said y'all can respect the bishop and the apostle. Respect him. Call him by his name or by his title, rather, not by his name, but by his title. And that is his title. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, listen, I'm about to go for real, for real. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I know it's dinner time for a lot of people. And of course, it's what Thursday. So there's, a lot of, well, there are things going on the YouTube. So listen, I am going to let you all enjoy your evening. I have what county and why. So you don't have to put a county. Literally, when you put his first and last name in there, it's going to immediately come up. It's going to immediately come up. You don't have to put like a county or anything of that sort. All you have to do is go where it says search results and then click new search up at the top right hand corner where it says new search. And then you'll put his first and last name in. And I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 suits will come up because and the reason why I say the county is different is because some of them is the Nassau County Supreme Court, some is New York County Supreme Court, some is King County Supreme Court, but they all have this under this website. So hopefully that helps you all, and hopefully you can find it. Okay. I think I delivered you all a great, eventful live. And so I truly honestly appreciate you all for tuning in. Please make sure you hit that like button. I told you guys that I have a bunch of people who are deciding to report my videos, child. Videos where I'm talking about uh Dionne Warwick. I ain't even talking about I'm over there talking about Dionne Warwick, and they reporting that video. So I really need a huge favor for you all from you all. If you all can really make sure you hit the like button, engage, kind of stay positive and do this for every content creator that you tune into. Make sure you hit that like button and engage with them because people are malicious out here and people do not like to see other people doing well at all. Okay, people just don't like to see it, and people do not like to feel like a threat to other people. So, with that being said, again, I need your support and with hitting that like button, of course, it's showing engagement. And then also, if guys would not mind, there is the Cash App and the Venmo if you would like to show love to the channel. All right. Bishop a fake. Another great live. Thank you so much, Alice. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Tomorrow is Friday, guys. I do know that it's probably some things that is going to be going on Friday. I do plan on going live in the morning time. I got him out of the way, which is a good thing because I need to focus on some other things tomorrow for sure, for sure. All right. So again, I appreciate you all, and I will see you all in the next live. And thank you so much. Please make sure you hit that like button, y'all. Please, 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 pretty please. Pretty, pretty, pretty place. Okay. And then we just gonna exit out on these good old video. Oh, wait, before I do that, let me just make sure I haven't gotten any more cash apps. I do like to try my best to acknowledge everybody. Hold on 1 second. It would help if I go to the end. Okay. Listen, thank y'all so much. Thank you to AOP and Terry. I really appreciate you all for the love. I just want to make sure I didn't want to get off of here without thanking anyone. So, with that being said, y'all, I'm gone and I hope you enjoy your evening. Peace.